Mika, you're hiding. I got an iced almond latte. The weather is beautiful today. It's a Saturday. I'm so excited. Work has been intense. A lot has been happening. And it feels weird. I haven't vlogged in... There's a hair. I haven't vlogged in, I don't know, almost 2 months. But it's time because we're gonna have a little bit of fun this weekend. And I'm gonna update you guys on what I've been up to because there have been quite a few changes, but I will get to that later. This is our view. It's really quiet and peaceful on this street. Mika's enjoying his sun. We're in Flushing. Haven't been here in a while, so I gotta come and get some good food for lunch. Andrew picked out a Korean spot. It's about a 20-minute walk away from the Flushing Main Street, and we actually haven't deviated that far, but I've heard that there's kind of like a little K-town in that area where the food is really, really authentic, so I'm excited. We're hungry. There it is. Look at the amount of banchan they give us here. It's like a whole ring of banchan. I'm so excited. Oh my, this is like fish.
I know.
Excited for this. Is it good? Got gamjatang, which is spicy pork bone soup. And this is mackerel with aged kimchi. It's gonna be so good over rice. Ready? This aged kimchi is shockingly aged. So sour. Soup? It's like super peppery. You can tell how aged this kimchi is by how translucent it is. Hot. Gave us some dessert tea. It's a cinnamon tea. Right next door to where we just had lunch is Croffle House. Been wanting to come here for a while now. They specialize in a croissant waffle hybrid, thus the term Croffle.
You want to get the grape one?
Okay, I'll get the grape one.
I'll get the cookie.
You need the cookie one?
It's like,
Oh, I gotta get this one next time. Chestnut paste and cream cheese. Or the sweet potato. Mochi bread. Andrew got a cookie croffle. There's like literally 2 chocolate chip cookies on top of it. And then I got the grape croffle. The grapes are really sweet and juicy. Flaky. Andrew's cookie croffle. Our last stop here in Flushing before we head back, Cafe Den, which is a Vietnamese coffee spot. whenever we're in Flushing, Andrew and I have to stop by this place here, Cup of Tea. We specialize in Hong Kong milk tea and pineapple buns. And Andrew here has to get one, even though we've already had so much food today, but we're just gonna eat it for dessert after dinner. Their pineapple butter bun, so good. And their milk tea is so good too. It comes in that glass bottle. Good morning. I just made my Greek yogurt and banana for breakfast, but last night I also made these chocolate chip cookies in our oven. Yes, we have an oven now in this new apartment, and they're really good. They're Andrew approved, who loves chocolate chip cookies. It's actually my first time ever baking them from scratch too. Look at it. Ooh, I think I'm gonna put 3/4 of a cookie in my yogurt. Ding! Breakfast is served, and this right here is some artisan bread that I'm making because I made this dough this morning. It's gonna rest for about 5 to 6 hours, and then I'm gonna bake it tonight. So a lot has happened since that Asia trip, and I really want to fill you guys in. Here's a life update, if you will. So once we got back from Asia, Andrew and I pretty much had a month or so to look for a new apartment. We knew that we wanted to move because we want more space. We knew that we needed more space. Honestly, just me, really, because of my YouTube channel, the fact that I work from home 3 days a week, and just the fact that I'm someone that needs my own space. Andrew and I have been dating for almost 8 years now, and for the first 3 years I was living in my own little studio. He was living in his own little studio, and we were literally a 5-minute walk away from each other, and I loved having my own space. Unfortunately, here in New York City, it's really expensive to live by yourself, which has kind of held me back. And I don't want roommates either because I'm fine living with Andrew. I wish we had another bedroom. So I wish we had a 2-bedroom because we were living in a 1-bedroom before. So we looked and looked, and I knew I also wanted to experience a different borough. And I've mentioned this in my videos before, but Queens is just like that one borough in New York City that really calls to me. I go there for food a lot. I really love the diversity. I get to explore and learn new cultures, new food. I also just love that it feels very like normal here because if you guys didn't know, I was living in the East Village before. So for the past 3 years, you guys have been seeing me in my little apartment in the East Village, which is in the lower Manhattan area. Anyways, we looked and we looked and we looked. We probably toured about 10 to 12 units, and we finally found an apartment here. I will say it's kind of in the Long Island City, Woodside, Sunnyside, Astoria area, and I love it. It's a 3-bedroom. Okay, we did not expect to get a 3-bedroom, but it's a railroad style and it fits within our budget. It's definitely an older building, and when I was living in the East Village for the last 3 years, it was also a really old building. Like, we're talking over 100 years old. So on the outside it doesn't look that pretty, but inside the apartment we have the space that we need. It's a first floor, so Pika doesn't have to climb any stairs. He is getting older, and we had something happen with him recently that I'll get into in a bit. So yeah, that has been the new update on the living situation. We've been here for about 2.5 weeks now. Still a lot of things that we have to get situated, but we have unpacked for the most part. And I'm not gonna lie, even though I love our new living situation, when we went back and we cleaned our old apartment. We took down some of like the command hooks that I had and just tidied it up so that I could be ready for inspection. I was definitely feeling emotional because I loved that apartment. It had the beautiful brick walls that you guys have seen in my videos, and we've made friends with the bouncer where we live, the bar downstairs, and it's a place that we've made home for the last 3 years. It's our first New York City apartment, so I'm gonna miss it dearly, and we're still gonna go back to the East Village, I'm sure. The other update that we've had is we actually had a health scare with Pika not too long ago. It actually happened around my birthday. So for the last, like, I would say 4 or 5 months now, there was this like flesh-like bump that was near his genital area. And I would say within the last like 2 months, 3 months or so, it's grown a little bit in size. And at first it looked like either a wart or a pimple, but the fact that it grew in size kind of concerned me. So we went to the vet, got it checked out, and the vet actually said that it was a mast cell tumor. Basically meaning it was like, it has the potential to have like cancer cells in it, or that it does have cancer cells in it. So we did some tests, some ultrasounds to just make sure that he was okay to have that removed. Because if it had spread through like his lungs or his kidneys, then the chances of him being able to move on from that would be very slim. So thankfully, after all the tests, we found out that it had not spread. Everything was good internally. So we scheduled the surgery for him to get that little tumor. It was super small, like 1.5 centimeters, but still the tumor, cancerous tumor is a cancerous tumor. We got it removed about 2 weeks ago. There's like this big incision now, and about a week ago we got the biopsy results, and thankfully no spread, no issues. The cancer cell was considered, the cancer tumor was considered low grade, and they just confirmed that when they did the surgery they did remove everything off. So yeah, so that's definitely some relief there. Of course, there is always a chance that this can come back. So I just have to be extra cautious of his body, what's growing on it, what's happening to it, how he acts, his behavior, and just make sure that there's no other like lumps that are going on his body. And if I do see that, then I have to take him to the vet. And I guess the last couple of updates would be that work has not been great for me because there have been just a lot of changes in my role at work, across the board with everyone too. In case you don't know, I work in client success. I don't know, it's just been a lot. And then dealing with a lot of incompetent people at work. I'm not even going to be nice when I say that, but just dealing with a lot of drama and just people that can't do their job. It's been testing my patience. It's been testing my limits. And I have not been enjoying work lately. So that's been taking over my my mental capacity as well, to be honest, guys. It just hasn't been great, but a job is a job. And then the last update is I'm going to South Africa. Yes, I'm going to South Africa on a girls trip next Friday. So one more week of work and I get to go to South Africa. I'm going with Megan and my other friend Fung, and we've been planning this for a long time now. Yeah, it's gonna be a week-long trip. I'm gonna vlog everything. We kind of have it set so that we're in Cape Town for a few days. We're gonna do a winery for a few days, and then we also have a safari, my first ever safari. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna do a little bit of packing for that today. Today's Sunday, so I'm going to have to clean up my little cave here, and then we're maybe going to go out for drinks later in the evening. Smells so good. Andrew and I are going to seize this Sunday night to go on a little date night. We are gonna go get some dinner. and then get some drinks at this bar that I'm revisiting actually because I liked it so much last time. I think we're gonna go here again just to try some other drinks because I noticed that I go to a lot of bars, but I always go to different ones, which is fun. But I always say to myself that I wanna come back to certain ones and have the other drinks because there's only so much you can drink in one night. Let's go. Wearing a very colorful outfit today. So nice. The weather, it's beautiful. Heading over to a bar called 929. If you guys remember, it was in my Elmhurst vlog, and this is a bar in Long Island City that specializes in playing canto and mando pop, all the nostalgic sounds that you may have grown up listening to if you're an ABC, either from your parents or on your own. So yeah, we're gonna head over there. The weather is just so nice. I'm so excited for spring and summer.
That fake Robin.